Hello, welcome back. So today I'm gonna be doing another quick review on this Citizen watch that I own. The model number is the Citizen BT0080, and there's not too much to talk about, so hopefully this won't be too long. Basically, I wanted a solar watch. I think it's a good idea to keep a watch in your collection that you can literally set it and forget it. This watch caught my eye because it had, it was solar and it had a perpetual calendar. And, so it's a perpetual calendar that I could actually see myself using. I always find like mechanical perpetual calendar a little bit kind of ironic. I mean, it's a marvel of engineering, but to actually use it on a daily basis, like to wind it and all that, and then the complicated resetting process, is a little too much, I think. So I guess in theory, this watch you could, set it, and in theory, it should have the right date for many years to come, as long as it's charged. And then the big date is also something I kind of wanted to try out. My Grail watch is a Glashütte original 70s chrono, and then that one had a big date, so I wanted to try out this function. I was a little disappointed because the date change is it's not instant. It takes a very long time, probably over an hour, to slowly change over. So that was a little disappointing. But design-wise, I really like it. I mean, it puts the day front and center, has like the main, I guess, attention to the dial. Yeah, so having a date function is pretty important for me, and having a big date that's always going to be correct is kind of the perfect everyday office watch for me when I'm in a rush. It's just grab it and go. I think the only adjustments I would need to do is during the daylight saving time change, but otherwise it should always be accurate. The shape is what I would call a cushion shape. It was my first watch with this shape, and I really like this design. It has like this both classical and modern look. I do love how minimal the text is on the dial. You just have the brand Citizen, and that's about it. Maybe I think below there's some smaller text, made in Japan, all that smaller stuff. But yeah, it's very clean. Although it's definitely not like clean in a sense that it's barren. Like there's stuff going on, and some people may not like the asymmetry, but I don't mind this. I think like it's kind of hard to explain, but certain asymmetry kind of just looks right, and it's like you got the Longa one, the famous asymmetrical dial, but when it's designed right and done right, I think it can still look very, very good. It could be something to do with like the rule of thirds in like photography, something with our visual system that finds certain asymmetry a little pleasing than the others. So let's do some specs. This case is measuring at 39 millimeters. It's very hard to measure this. The only way I could get the 39 millimeter measurement is to do it from 12 to 6. If you're measuring from like the sides, because of the crown guard, it's hard to measure. It's more like 40. But yeah, it's 39, 12 to 6. Lug to lug is 44.5, so very, very good. Thickness is 12.7. The crystal is domed, so there's that. I think this watch kind of wears more like a 42, given its cushion shape and bigger stance on the surface area. This crystal is mineral, it's not sapphire. And then the movement is a Citizen Eco Drive E310. I think it's 100 meter water resistance with a push-pull crown. It's not screw down. So yeah, you could definitely do light swimming in this, but you probably need to change this out of to another band. It did come on a metal bracelet. This is the bracelet it came with. It's not too bad. Like, it's well made, it's not rolled, but the clasp is stamped, so that's a little cheap. I don't think there's any on the fly micro adjustments. There's one small adjustments here. But yeah, the bracelet's not too bad. I'll add in a picture of how it came when it's on the bracelet. But I found this strap to work a little better, a little bit more casual. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, so choosing an a solar quartz movement. I mean, there's the three main brands from Japan: Citizen, Casio, and Seiko. There are some other smaller micro brands doing their solar stuff, but it was too much for me to kind of dig through. So I kind of stuck with those three, looking at the differences: Citizen Eco Drive, Casio Solar, Tough Solar, and then the Seiko, I guess you just call it Solar. Finding differences between these three companies' solar technology is very difficult. I don't think there is much difference in current day. The overall feeling I get is more in the design differences. I think Casio is much more rugged in its design. Citizen has just a whole bunch of wide range of styles, and Seiko probably has the better quality and craftsmanship, but it's not that much different. In the end, I picked this one solely because the design. It's not really due to the movement, although the perpetual big day did really help. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, so basically this will be my kind of casual everyday watch for a while. When this new Cartier Solar Beat came out, it did pique my interest a bit, but it didn't have a date, so I didn't really consider it much. Maybe one day when it does come with a Solar Beat date version. But like, honestly, I still think it's gonna be hard to replace this workhorse, basically. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Came in this small unassuming box. Citizen is not much. That's a cushion. I think the instruction book I took out. Yeah, it's box made in China. The watch is made in Japan. Yeah, so I think I will end this video. The next one will also probably be a shorter review, and see you guys next time.